I'm Niva Shah, and today I'll be explaining the topic of truthfulness and why I should always try to be honest. So let's start with the definition of truthfulness. The literal definition of truthfulness is the fact of being true. Not much to expand there, right? You probably already know what it means. However, knowing what lies and truth are, you probably can recall a time or two when you told a lie. Don't lie and say you've never lied. We all lie sometimes, whether big or small. We might cheat and say we got an extra point here or there while playing some board game, or we might take an extra cookie from the jar after promising not to eat anymore. Okay, so before I tell you why truthfulness is better than lies, you might want to know, why do we lie in the first place? Before I begin, there are situations where lying prevents harm. From saying your best friend looks good in a shirt to saying someone's art they made just for you is cool, lying when the truth would cause harm to us, the world, and all in between is one of the only times when you would consider lying to be okay. There are many reasons, so a generalized version of that is we want to get a protection from something. The some things can be categorized into 5 things. Number 1, ourselves. We might lie to avoid getting embarrassed, made fun of, or getting hurt, or many other painful consequences. Number 2, our interests. By interests, I mean what we are interested in having. We might lie to get what we want. For example, we say we cleaned our rooms in order to get that reward chocolate, but we know we didn't actually do the chore. Number 3, our image. We all want people to think positively about us, even though we sometimes do the things that we ourselves consider not to be good. So, we might lie instead of admitting it to maintain others' respect for us. Or we would lie and say we did something great when we didn't do anything at all. Number 4, our resources. By resources, I mean time and energy. Sometimes we lie to avoid having to do something we really don't want to do. Whether it's going to the movies with a friend to watch a new release you know you're not going to enjoy. Or if it's having to go to a party that we don't want to go to. We might just lie and say we're busy, or we have homework or something. Number 5, others. Although this isn't as bad as the other categories, it's still a reason why we lie. When asked about a new haircut, picture, dress, or something else, we may lie to not hurt the feelings of others. There are probably different other reasons as well, but those are most of them summarized into 5 different categories. Okay, now I'm going to talk about why we should be truthful. So the best way to explain to someone why they should be truthful is to explain to them why they shouldn't be untruthful. Now obviously you won't go to jail for stealing a cookie, but there are reasons why you should stay honest to others and yourself. I'm going to tell you 3 consequences of lying. First of all, if we tell lies and form a habit of it, our reputation will get a bit damaged, which might cause others to not trust us anymore. It's a bit self-explanatory there why you wouldn't want others to stop trusting you. Second, we've all seen at least one movie where a character tells a small lie which leads them to tell another one, and then another, and then maybe they'll have to make the worst decision in their life. Yeah, that could become us. Well, stealing a cookie doesn't change your life so much that you'll have to jump off a cliff 3 years later because of that little sweet. But it could. I don't know, you don't know, no one knows. Time machines don't exist, so we don't know if it would mean that. And that leads me to my 3rd reason. Number 3, we have no idea what the consequence of our lie might be. What if, I know this probably will never happen, but what if that cookie we just ate had a tiny little key in it? The key to escaping the room you just accidentally got locked in. Again, time machines don't exist, so no one knows. So those are the reasons why we shouldn't lie. Now I'm going to get into the benefits of telling the truth. And yes, there are a lot, but I'm only going to be talking about 5 today. Number 1, you don't have to remember your lies, and that's because you never told them. Once you've told a lie, you need to remember that lie so you don't contradict yourself in the future. This might lead you to constantly worrying about being in a situation where you could be found out. If you rarely lie, you don't need to worry about your lies being discovered, and you'll live a happier, less worryful life. Number 2, you'll earn trust and respect. Telling the truth can get you respect from friends, family, work colleagues, teachers, and a lot of people. Number 3, you won't get caught lying because you didn't lie in the first place. It's embarrassing to get called out for lying. but you can't get called out for telling the truth. So, if you don't lie, there will be no embarrassment. Number 4, lying takes energy. If you're in a situation to decide whether to tell the truth or the lie, and if you choose to lie, you have to come up with a lie. Thinking of a lie on the spot can take a lot of energy, and if you do this a lot, then a lot of your energy can get used up and you'll feel tired. Number 5, you'll feel more confident if you tell the truth. Being truthful with other people means we also be truthful with ourselves. We can take pride in the fact that we're not betraying our own thoughts or beliefs, and that will build our self-confidence. Before we close off for today, I'm going to tell you about this classic story that you probably have heard of before. It's called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. I know it's a classic story and everyone knows about it, but it's one of the best ways to show why you should always be honest, and where lying can take you. The story is about a boy in a village who is constantly tricking his fellow villagers. He tricks them into thinking that there's a wolf by screaming, "Wolf, wolf." The villagers would always come running out after hearing the little boy's screams, and then the boy just laughs and simply tells them that it was a prank. He repeats this many times, but then one day, when the boy was actually confronted by a wolf, he screamed. But this time the villagers didn't come. They thought that it was just another one of his measly pranks. And so that's basically just one of the greatest ways to show where lying can take you and how using untruthfulness to have a small thing go your way isn't worth experiencing the long-term consequence of it later. Now you all know why you shouldn't lie when you don't have to, and why you should try and be as honest and truthful as you can. Thank you all so much for watching.